Hello, welcome to Kelly Loves K-Pop. I'm Kelly. I'm going to do a tarot reading on, well, actually an oracle reading today on Wonho's ideal partner. Now, I always try to say I don't do love, soulmate, or future soulmate, marriage type of questions. Unless both parties are public figures, I don't go like trying to out idols, relationships. But I do ideal partner readings, and those type of readings go like this. This is about traits that would be good for or that the idol person of the reading idealizes. So kind of what they would look for in a partner, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. So I do a layer reading for this. I'm going to do my Carolyn Miss personality archetype cards, and then I'm going to layer them with my spellcasting oracle cards. So that's how this reading will go. For your readings, get 6 cards. If you would like to make a donation on my Ko-fi page and ask for a personality reading on an idol, you will probably get more cards, and also paid readings will get priority to the top of my request list. So, which is very long at this point. But don't worry, if you don't have money, I will always do free requests. They just take a little bit more time, that's all. So, let's get Wonho's ideal partner. By the time this video is up and aired, he might just be nearing the ending of his promotions, or they may have just ended. But I'm a huge Wonho fan. I have been following him for years, and actually I'm kind of interested in how this reading will go. I'm sorry, English is my first language, but I'm still terrible at it. I try, but it doesn't go so well. So, Wonho's ideal partner. Let's go. Now, I will read these cards, but I also use them as a jumping point for my intuition. So whatever the card says doesn't necessarily equate to what I get from them. So don't worry too much if the card sounds a little negative. We will be building off of that, not necessarily taking it at face value. Okay. Wonho, who's your ideal partner? Whoa, okay. There we go. Hopefully these will be in. Let's put those over there. Okay, yeah, we got plenty of room. Plenty of room for you guys to see this good. All right, we got the top layer ready. Spellcasting oracle cards work as like a clarifier on why these personality traits would be ideal for said person. In this case, Wonho. And you can kind of see my cards are, I don't know if you can see, like some of the die cuts on these cards came out real bad. And I would almost love to get another set, but I'm scared it'll just be a repeat of the same issue. So I don't know if it's, I'm waiting to see someone else post their cards and see if they had similar issues or it was just my set. Okay, Wonho, ideal partner. Sorry, I'm always as like surprised, I think, as everybody else is when the cards come out. All right, let's see. See what we got. Excuse me. All right, so we have God in the light and strength. So benevolence and compassion, recognizing the eternal force within yourself and within others. So to me, not to get all religious or anything like that, you know, all respect to whatever gives you solace at night. But I do think he may be the type of person that looks to himself for strength. And so I think he's going to also resonate with a person that does the same. Right, like that's looking at, you know, the divine force that comes from within, right? Like you don't need a book or a pastor or someone like that that tells you that you're divine or that you come from the divine. Like, it's something that innately kind of resonates within you. And I think that's what he's looking for also in a partner that's maybe not into organized religion. How's that? Maybe not so much of an organized religion, more of like a self, God exists within you kind of person, right? You don't need to be told. Shapeshifter with boundaries. So shapeshifter in the light is skills at navigating through different levels of consciousness, ability to see the potential in everything. But healthy boundaries is good. This is like almost like someone who tells you when you've reached your limit. Wonho may be the type of person that wants to do everything himself, and having someone who's good at like delegating or telling him where his breaking reminding him where his breaking point is like you need to not try to do everything else and not try to be everything to everyone. Like, also like giving a clear boundary between himself and people around him. He may just be one of the people that wants to help everyone, and in real life you can't do it and not save and not include yourself in the everyone, right? So we have friendship with hedonist, and the hedonist is in shadow. So pursues pleasures to the detriment of health, indulges at the expense of others. And friendship. So again, I worry that he tries to appease his friends too much. Yeah, I don't think I have to worry about Wonho endangering his health in a like overindulgent with food or drugs or alcohol kind of way. But I feel like this is like a backup to the boundaries card, where it's like, you know, you see the friends, but you see like the person's face like kind of being celebrated above it. And I think this is like just a reminder that you can overindulge again by like giving too much of yourself to other people. So it may be like helping him put himself first. I'm kind of getting like that major overarching vibe here, that someone that reminds him to put himself first. So then we have financial health with teacher in the shadow, which is manipulating or abusing students, teaching negative traits and destructive skills. So my old readings touched on this. I think Wonho has issues with money. I think he likes to spend his money. I mean, he works hard to make it. I can't fault him for that. But I think he'll probably need someone that helps him, again, set those boundaries for himself, helps him work his finance. I know a lot of idols actually have to give their money over to their parents and let their parents budget their money because they know not to trust themselves with it. So I think he will look for a partner that can also do that for him. That's better with money than he is. And he may have been taught or not taught how to handle his money. And honestly, that's very true for a lot of people that come into money really quickly. No one ever tells you how to handle that money. You don't get you get training course in singing and dancing and all this and music, but you don't get a training course on what to do with the money once you make it, right? And that's just as important, you know? So I think a partner for him really is going to have to establish those boundaries for him and help him budget his time, budget his money. We have slave and closure. So slave and light is surrendering your power of choice to the divine with complete trust and closure. To me, this is about helping him find closure for a lot of the things that have happened to him. To say that, like, a lot of times, you know, they always say, like, what doesn't kill you make you stronger. You wouldn't be the person that you are if you hadn't have gone through all the things that you did, right? So having closure on all those things that you feel, you know, all the trauma in your past is very important. So I think there's also that, like, someone that's going to help him close the door on certain old chapters of his life and realize that, like, he needed that to become who he is, right? That they were lessons learned and it's time to move on, right? So I don't know if this has to do with pre-debut, after debut, not sure, but I feel like he has a lot of trauma he hasn't processed yet. And someone that will help. Again, I think that's to do with the strength, to do with boundaries, to learn that it's okay for him to take time to heal himself. And then we have forgiveness, which also doesn't surprise me. So we have shadow attribute for Messiah. I'm sorry, guys. Today is not a good day for me in English language. Shadow attribute in Messiah is an exaggerated belief that you are the only means through which a cause can succeed. Again, this is about him putting too much on himself. And again, he may be doing that partially out of trauma, partially out of things he didn't do in the past that he's trying to make up for. And I also believe this is about learning for him to forgive himself. I think even when the bad things happen to him, he takes responsibility. He takes too much responsibility. So then he tries to make up for it by doing too much. And this is about someone who will teach him to forgive himself for the things that he felt like he didn't do, or, you know, coulda, woulda, shoulda. I think he has a lot of that. And this is about, so I think he needs someone who is very healing, very strong and centered in themselves, that's not reliant on religion or something else to give them strength. Like, they feel very centered and I get a very like calming vibe. Someone who just is super emotionally stable, understands good healthy boundaries, good financial boundaries, and how to work through trauma for him. Those are the big energies in this spread here, and that makes sense for Wonho to me. So please let me know if any of this, you know, makes sense to you guys as well, or what other ideal partner readings you guys would like to see in the future. And make sure to give this video a like, and thank you for watching, and take care of each other, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys again real soon. Bye.